This could mean only one thing. Danny McBride in studio.
Yes.
What's up, Danny? How are you, brother?
Not too much. Thank you guys for having me back here.
We just did the best part of the interview before we came back. That's why I gotta explain. We're all big fans of yours, so we're like, yeah, get him in right away. And then you just burned out some of your best material. That's why we like to have the guests outside the studio
And come in when we're like, hey, we're on the air. Come on in.
Come in hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be fine. I was telling Danny that so far Sam was the only one that got to see the new movie, Your Highness, and he loves it. He says this movie is dirty and really funny.
Yes, we are surprised that we were able to get away with this film. It is it's a throwback to those movies from the late 70s, early 80s, those crazy fantasy movies like Beastmaster, Kroll, Dragon Slayer. And, we saw those movies, and now you have these modern fantasy films like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and what's missing from those movies? Marijuana, tits, ass, tons of cuss words. That's what we've done with Your Highness.
And possibly a hard-on.
Yes. Yeah, and we have a Minotaur hard-on in the film. It's never been captured on film before.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's full hard.
Full hard. You see it. There's a rape scene with the Minotaur and a man, and you see the Minotaur get his shit going.
This movie's gonna.
How did you do that in an R movie, though?
Yeah, well, you apparently can't show a male hard-on. So since this was a Minotaur, we said it was the bull. The bull was what was getting turned on.
Because
That's
it's
how.
that bottom half.
Yes, exactly.
Very clever.
Yeah, so you can get by that with creature hard-ons.
And
Creature hard-on's okay.
Yeah.
The ratings board said that's fine.
They said it's fine. They said it was cool, and they're hoping that more movies do this.
Start doing,
Yeah. Wall Street 2 tried it, but it didn't work. They cut it out.
So bestiality is good.
Yeah, it's a
But
big hit with the
just
kids.
No boners.
That's lawyer stuff for you, man.
That's great. Hey, whatever
Never
worked.
makes sense, but whatever.
Whatever worked. And abundance of tits.
Lots of tits in this film,
Yeah,
yes. Lots
great.
of blood, lots of sword play.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
I mean, it's basically everything you'd want to see when you were 12 years old in the film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is still the same thing you want to see when you're
It is.
an adult.
Yeah, it's like when I was a kid, I used to always watch these R-rated movies when my parents would go to bed through the scrambled cable signal. You know, we thought about putting that scrambled signal on the movie the whole time, where the audience has to kind of
So you'd be a little
move to see the tits.
little frustrated,
Yeah.
yet you're seeing something. I remember doing that, man.
Remember the
Yeah.
X-rated channel, and it would just pop on crystal clear for 1 second, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all you needed. Oh. And then you would wait for another second eventually to pop on.
And then you get pissed because sometimes it would pop on while the guy's face was in close-up going, oh! Like, no! Why then?
They didn't really have the scramble figured out perfectly.
No. And you used to be
or
able
if you were
to...
able to hold down the buttons a certain way. Do you remember? This is bringing back some memories.
On the
You were
old TV I had, you had the little ring around the channel changer. So what you do is it had to be on channel 3.
Right.
The cable box just had one switch. It flipped over to Cinema 100, and it had a key. It was like fucking turn your key, sir.
Sure.
And then you got adult movies sometimes late at night, and if you twisted the little tuning knob around the channel changer one way and just
Right.
kept going and going,
Right.
it would clear it up a little bit.
What I had a friend, John Ewan, one of my best friends of all time, even though I haven't seen him in 20 years. He hot-wired one of those boxes at 15 years old and brought it over.
He must have been
and
the
we
shit.
we would switch out my parents' cable box for his and just hang out upstairs and watch fucking X-rated flicks.
It's like
and
you
they
broke
had
into
no
a bank.
idea.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is. To a
thought
kid,
we-
that's just like the best.
But he
fucking
figured
thing.
out at 15 or 16.
Oh.
Because I hot-wired it. I'll bring up, we'll switch it out for a couple hours, check out some shit.
Both just sitting there with your young erections, looking at each other.
Look what you've done.
Back then, if you were able to watch porn, you'd watch it with whoever.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Dude, I snuck off
It's
many
not like-
times and jacked in my friend's bathroom.
Oh,
absolutely.
It's not like today where it's everywhere. I mean, it was one place to go. So
Yeah, now
fuck
you
it.
just go online
Who
and get
gives a fuck who's
anything.
around?
Did you jack? I used to love the Emmanuel movies. Remember those, like the Cinemax movie? Emmanuel, the window watch, the Confessions of were tried to be funny, but I would always jack to the Black Emmanuel was my favorite.
Really?
Jack
Black
film.
Emmanuel. Yeah, I went to film school, and one of my teachers there, he was a cinematography teacher. He shot Emmanuel 6.
Wow.
Yeah, we had the most respect for him out of
Of
all.
course.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Was Laura Gemser in that one, or was there another Emmanuel?
I only know them by their tits. I don't know their names.
Yeah, that's
He knows everybody. in the
well. You
industry.
should.
He'll bring up names. You're like, how do you know this stuff?
There was a movie when I was growing up. It was called, and we talked about it on this show a couple of times. It's called Cheerleaders, and it was the whole gist of this movie was the high school football team was going to play another high school football team, and they got a great idea that the cheerleaders for this one team would go over and fuck the shit out of the other football team so they couldn't play. Brilliant.
Yeah, because of course you can't play after that.
No,
right?
of course not. And it was full of the most hairy bushes I've ever seen in a movie ever. 1973 that was made.
Oh my god!
And I guess I saw it probably in 78,
wow,
something like that, and was just like, this is great. Look at the big hairy bush that is so attractive to us now in this day and age, but won't be soon.
No.
Only porn stars shave, and it looks weird. It's all about...
This looks like a great movie.
Dude, it was all about sex. And I think this was the movie with the guy that goes, well, what have we got here? Because I think the father was at the house that the other football team was at, and one of the girls went into the room and had sex with the father.
Well, no, in the middle of the night, the father's watching TV, and the little cheerleader comes down for a little snack.
Great stuff.
And then does the father.
Is there a bush in your movie? I mean, there's obviously a new. Are they shaved?
There is there bush? We have ass, tits. There's no bush in the movie, unfortunately.
Well, as long as there's penis.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering.
We got dick in.
Yeah, you don't want to push it. You whet our appetite with that. That's funny. Yeah, once you get cock in, you shouldn't get greedy.
Yeah, why have a bush when you have a cock, right?
That pesky vagina is going to get in trouble.
Yeah, really.
I really am just looking for everything.
This fucking movie looks like it's going to be great. When is it open? Next Friday, huh?
Yep, next Friday, April 8th. Yep.
And like you said, that whole old world kind of sword fight, dragons, things like that.
Yes, that evil wizard. You know, in it, Justin Theroux plays this evil sorcerer who basically kidnaps James Franco's bride-to-be, Zooey Deschanel. And Theroux's character, he's this evil wizard who's been raised by 3 witches to fulfill this prophecy called the fucking, where he has to fuck a virgin under the eclipse of the 2 moons. It's very, it's historically accurate.
Yeah, it sounds that's great. As long as he's stuck to history accurately.
How are you going to sell this on mainstream media?
To children. We're selling it. We're marketing it to children.
See, you're here at the Sirius XM where you could curse, but I don't know how you're going to sell this anywhere else.
The trailer is literally like 5 seconds long because we can't put any of the great stuff in the movie.
It looked funny, but I didn't get the impression that it was filthy from the trailer. I just
it's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
What are they doing
I
in
don't
the
know.
shower?
Danny punched up some of
I'm watching a clip
cheerleaders.
of the cheerleaders movie. It looks like they're trying to rape a bitch in the shower.
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, they're succeeding.
It's a whole football team.
Yeah. It kind of looks like there's a pole in the middle. It's like the safety dance video. So she's being raped.
See, she went in to take a shower while the guys weren't there.
Leave me like that?
And
That's it.
I know,
That's how it ends.
left you hanging.
And 5 guys with hair like Bruce Jenner all ran into a sexually assault her.
They all got the dry look from Gillette.
Oh, what do we got here?
Well,
What do we got here?
is this cheerleaders too? Oh, on the exercise
Yeah.
bike. We later saw this in Porky's. I believe
great.
upstairs in the gymnasium.
Phantom of the Opera music. It's nice. Perfect.
Look at that. Just 2 hairy snatches rubbing together. You know it.
Yeah. One bike without a seat.
They're on an exercise bike, apparently. I don't know. There's just something about porn, huh?
They just ruined porn. It used to be like this. It used to be silly.
It used to be so hard to get your hands on it when you were a kid, though.
Oh,
Now you can just go on
God.
the internet. It's there. In my neighborhood, when I was a kid, there was an old shack in the woods, and there was a wet, like mildewed Blacktail magazine that 1,000 kids had jerked off to. But we'd have to ride our bikes through the forest to go find. We'd take turns going into the shed to look at it and come out.
It was like
Right.
the public jerk-off library.
Yeah, it was.
You just go there,
every
there's
kid
just
knew
one
about
book.
it. Yeah, one book.
Every neighborhood had that one fucking magazine.
Yeah.
That was in the woods, and
got
you
passed
just knew where it
around.
was.
Yeah, I feel like that's like Johnny Appleseed would go around and plant the apples.
Yeah.
Just some pervert would go around and plant a porno mag in every neighborhood.
Knowing the kids are going in there, he'd go in and just smell around when they were gone.
But you remember the smell of those magazines? They had a weird smell, those pages, man.
It's called cum.
It's like kind of like chlorine. Yeah, it's gross.
yeah. It's something very
old
odd
rain.
about that.
Yeah, there really was no way for me to salvage that once I said it.
It's
You got to think the perv was in the tree the whole time.
Yeah.
The guy that planted the fucking magazines, and then he probably just hung out in a tree.
Well, there weren't cameras back then.
No, so
Something like that.
He had to fucking check it out.
It got it so easy these days. God, you just don't. You want these kids to appreciate the porno they have in this day and age.
I remember the Pia Zadora issue of Wii.
Oh, God,
I used to
yes.
steal them with a screwdriver out of a magazine. There's a vending machine in the hotel. I would steal Playboy, Penthouse, and Wii
Young thug.
every fucking month. I would steal the brand new one.
Were you ever worried about getting caught stealing smut?
No, I would eat food off the trays too. They was like a comforter, but they had room service, and I would be drunk and I would just go and eat food off the trays outside the rooms, and then jerk off some magazines I stole.
You were 7 years old?
No, I think I was a young teen by this.
What
a
a
young teen
life.
just finding myself curious about this strange
That's a
thing.
great gimmick.
Yeah.
There back then.
Yeah, sure.
Good for you.
See, Danny, you got to start it with this whole thing. What's wrong with her tits?
Look at that.
It's big and heavy.
Ew.
Nothing wrong with them.
Lead
Oh, that's-
balloons.
That's
look like-
yeah, that's all.
Horrible.
That does look like the kind of woods
Woods
that
you
It looks like
Find
the
a porn
tree that
magazine.
fucking raped a girl at Evil Dead.
If people could play along, go to porninthewoods.net, and it's basically just a picture of the woods, and you have to try to find the porn in the woods.
No way.
That's awesome. It brings you right
No
back.
way.
Yeah, look.
That's all it is.
Look.
And then you
then
got to find all the porn.
let's see. Is that porn right there?
No.
No, that's just a used condom.
I found porn.
Oh,
Did you? Let's see what.
There we are.
porn
And it's
in the
old school
woods.
shit too.
Yeah, it's completely
Holy
old school.
shit.
And even the pages are fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, they're all crinkled.
They've thought of everything.
Who the hell thought
What's
this
better
on
than
it?
seeing a girl suck a guy's dick at his mutton chops? How fucking great are mutton? That's old school. That's fucking old school, man.
She's got one big mutton chop on her lap. Oh, God. Oh,
There we
Jesus.
go.
All right. Well,
That's
now you're
disgusting.
talking.
Yeah.
That
Now
needs
you're talking.
that needs to go to the gas station.
Gross large.
Since we're going old school, when was the last time any air thing made that sound? Shit, we
Hey,
suck.
Just because we got to promote Your Highness a little bit, because he's not going to be able to promote this anywhere else, it seems.
No, only here.
You got James Franco?
James Franco, Natalie Portman,
great.
Zooey Deschanel. This is the movie they did right before they went off and gave their Academy Award-winning performances.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like Franco acted with a rock for
Yeah, he
127
did.
hours.
Yeah.
So I think I was the warm-up for that. I was his rock in this film.
You know, I hated, what was it, Date Night? Was that the Steve Carell movie?
Oh, yeah.
Date Night,
One of them.
yeah.
But Franco was in that, and he was good.
Yeah.
I liked him in that movie. I think he's a good.
He's
you
good.
know,
He was
he's a
good.
good actor.
He is. He's a funny
Good in
dude. He
Pineapple
is.
really
Express.
funny dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pineapple
Pineapple
Express.
Express,
really
of course. Yeah.
But you,
So it doesn't hurt to have a couple people that were up for Oscars in your movie.
You mean legitimate actors? Yes.
Right.
I was trying to be. Okay, I can help you out a little bit more. Yes.
Legitimate actors that are respected.
You're just used to what? Acting with goofballs in general?
Export stars, yes. I know that's the thing that's hilarious about Franco is, after the Academy Awards and after Pineapple Express, people think Franco is some burnout, that he just smokes weed all the time. And he actually is probably the most straight-edge dude I've ever met before. He
Really?
doesn't drink, he doesn't
Wow.
smoke. When we were shooting this movie, we shot in Belfast in Northern Ireland. He was enrolled in school in New York, and there was a teacher who was telling him, like, if you don't come to class on Tuesdays, I'm dropping you from the class. You have to be here in person. You can't send an assistant. So every day when we'd finish shooting Monday nights, he would hop on a plane, fly from Belfast to New York, go straight to class, go to class, leave class, get back on a plane, fly back to Belfast, go back to work.
what was the class?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Film, probably.
Yeah, acting.
Yeah, it was calculus. Wait, isn't he teaching something at
But don't you go to college to have a great career? And if you already have the great career, why are you
Why
doing college?
bother?
I don't understand that ever.
Education is very important to this man.
Education
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, really. I
Education.
love being a high school dropout.
Yeah.
I'm pulling in fucking 45 G's a year with no help from college.
This room says a lot.
Yeah.
High school dropout,
Yeah.
college graduate, and I'm the dumbest in the room.
Oh.
So what does that say right there?
Which college did you go to?
Oh, Geneseo. Little state school.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of high school dropout.
That was
Yeah, it really is. Kind of.
it was known as a drinking school when I went, but now they call it the Ivy League of the East or some dumb fucking thing. But they already have the Ivy League of the East.
Try to pump it up.
Or the Little Ivy League. They have some weird nickname to try to get people,
Little Ivy League would probably pull
something
people in, right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I forgot what it is. But
Little Ivy League.
Some
sounds
dumb
very
thing
gay.
to make it sound better than it is.
How's Natalie Portman? I love her.
Yeah.
She was awesome. You know, this script is so just filthy and raunchy that when I found out she wanted to be involved with it, we had to send her the script, and I was almost kind of embarrassed to send it to her because it was just so raw.
Yeah.
I was like, should we take all this dirty shit out before we give it to her? And the director was like, no, let's just let her know what she's in for. And she did not shy away from any of the dirty stuff. Like, she could hang. She didn't
That's
watch it all.
something.
Yeah.
She doesn't come across as that.
Well, you're not sending it to her right before she did The Professional. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah, that's
We sent it to her when she was 11. Yeah.
her hottest movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Did she get pregnant on your set?
right after our set, yeah.
Is she pregnant?
Oh, yeah. She is.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Why, you don't like that, right?
Nah, it's like you like to always think you have a shot. I was going to talk
You and
ballet with
Natalie
her.
Portman?
Yeah, I would have met her. I was like, it's funny, Lincoln Center is not far from my apartment.
Oh, that's true.
Like, that would have been our basis of conversation.
From the Black Swan.
Yeah,
Could
she was
say.
great. It's funny they're saying she didn't do all the dancing in that. It's like, who gives a shit?
Well, now
Yeah,
they're saying
cares?
she did 80%.
But then
It came out today because now they're trying to fucking argue.
But it's like, it doesn't even matter to me. Who fucking cares? Like, what, you tell me there wasn't a real monkey that climbed the building in King Kong? I know. It's a movie.
Yeah.
She was great, I know.
Yeah.
Her acting was great, and she deserved the Oscar. Fucking cares.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
big
pretty
fan.
lame for that girl to come out and do that, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, you accept the job as a hand model. Don't fucking complain that you're not getting all the attention.
Yeah.
You took the gig. The girl who did some of the stunt dancing.
Yeah.
That was your gig.
What was the hard stuff she did, I wonder? If Natalie Portman did 80%, then the 20% must have been like a real bitch.
That was when the wings sprouted from her back.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, there you go.
that's what-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was during the Cab Calloway thing when she did the Minnie the Moocher. That was not Natalie Portman. Good.
I had applied to be Natalie's stunt double during the scene with her and Mila Kunis. I applied.
Oh, yeah, that would have been
I wasn't a perfect body match, unfortunately.
yeah,
Oh,
that
that
would have been a
sucks.
good one.
That was, boy, did she play a fucking kook in that. She was great.
I still haven't
That's like
seen
every
it.
chick that wants to fuck me
Really
thinks like,
yeah.
is that nuts?
Crazy. Is that a crazy bitch?
Is that a movie guys are supposed to see? Because I still haven't seen it.
It was so good. It was shot uncomfortably close up. It was really great, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a chick flick.
Yeah.
And then I was watching it and going, oh, okay, this isn't.
It's
chick
pretty
flick.
good, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check
When you
it
think,
out.
ballet, am I watching this shit?
When you do a movie with like her or Franco, you got to be pulling for them in the Oscars, though. It's like you know that yours is next. It's like you have to be. The bigger they are, the better your film's going to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're rooting for them. Yeah, because we knew that they were going to be following it up with this filth. Never in the history of Oscars.
A lot of people are going to be confused. What was up with Frank with the Oscars? He seemed like he wasn't into it or something. A lot of people said he might have been high or maybe he didn't get along with Ann. I know you're a Hollywood guy now, so maybe you don't want to say anything, but
He, every time I've talked about it, he's just said, I did the best with what I was given, and that's
just
kind
went
of what
with
his
it.
take is.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they were giving some shit about the writer. What's his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
Bruce.
Valanche.
Yeah.
Bruce
Valanche.
Valanche.
I think it's a tough spot because they don't want you to really do what you need to do to be funny.
Yeah.
In the end, right?
Yeah, and it's tough that when the Oscars are over, everyone just talks about the host and not the people who actually won the Oscars.
Right. Yeah. That's become the thing. It's like, how did the host do?
Yeah.
It's got to be the toughest fucking thing to get up there and just ramble in front of people that are too good for the room to laugh. A lot
Yeah,
of them
it doesn't
just
seem like a fun job.
no sense of humor.
Steve Martin was a good Oscar host, I think. Even though he's bugged me with certain things, but he's funny when he's being shitty. Like that's when he's funniest when
Yeah.
he's just being. Yeah, man, he can be very condescending.
You don't like him as Inspector Clouseau?
Nah, I mean, I laughed through the entire thing. I was watching someone being there the other night. It was just fucking Peter Sellers was so great.
Yeah.
I wanted to stop the conversation completely. I figured I would do it again.
Job well done.
Thank you. Yeah,
Can we
it's good.
segue Peter Sellers back into porn again?
Yeah.
We're kind of mad he did the Pink Panther.
Yeah, not
The
happy
whole
about
room
that.
is mad at
Yeah,
it. Yeah, because
Peter Sellers. I mean, it was Steve Martin's all along, and Peter Sellers never should have
Peter
ruined
Sellers
it.
shouldn't have done it.
Peter Sellers was brilliant, and those movies were really well done. So
Yeah.
we don't understand why you have to remake something like that.
I'm going to segue Peter Sellers back into porn.
Oh.
How?
He used to fuck Britt Eklund, and there was nude photos of her in a magazine, and she had great tits.
All right.
Right
Here we
back.
go.
Here we are.
Britt
You're welcome.
Eklund.
Let's look at Britt Eklund.
I think so, yeah.
Back in the old days, right?
Britt Eklund.
Oh, we're still in the
Oh,
woods.
it's a good
She
shot.
had a
right?
big hairy bush, too.
Maybe it's in the woods, Danny. I love that site. I'm going to check that out later.
Am I looking for her bush? What am I looking for?
Britt Eklund.
I like your job that you just get to do basically what I do all the time in my house. Just porn on the internet.
One day someone's going to figure this out, and I'm going to be out of it.
Yeah.
Wow, she's. I remember her. She was topless in a magazine.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah,
She was in a lot of shit.
might have been We or High Society or one of those.
High Society.
Remember High Society?
Swank.
Or Cherry.
Could you show
Those are
what?
the good ones. Playboy and Penthouse stunk.
Penthouse was not
Penthouse
as bad.
was-
Playboy
yeah.
was hideous.
Ah, look at that, huh?
She had nice tits on her.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
She has
right?
hair like Jill Clayburgh.
Yeah, Jill Clayburgh had the biggest, nastiest bush. She showed it once. Jill Clayburgh is dead now, by the way.
Is she really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Just recently died.
I didn't know that.
Oh, she's old.
It's good I'm saying that shocked. She hasn't done a movie since 1978.
I know.
She was in La Luna.
Can we see what Britt
like
Eklund looks like today so we could all be depressed?
Maybe.
Or we don't have
That
to.
is sad when you think about all these women you used to jerk off about when you were a kid, and they're all like in their 70s.
Oh,
now.
they're all just old ladies.
creepy,
yeah.
right?
She's probably
Yeah,
as
they-
close to 70. Has to be, right?
Yeah, still works.
Hey,
Bond girl.
what can you say about
Oh,
the...
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what? Not as bad. Not that bad. For her 70s,
Yeah.
she looks like a little like fucking, what's her name? Eileen Brennan from Private Benjamin. Remember that? The fucking,
Okay.
she looks a little like her.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd fuck her in the mouth.
In her penis garage.
Look up Jill Clayburgh.
Damn.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is that?
That's...
Both
it
in their
was better.
70s now.
Nah, there's a problem with that.
Yeah, it was
ass.
better in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
All right, what's the name? Sorry.
Jill...
Jill Clayburgh.
Berg.
And look up her fucking.
I didn't
big
know she
nasty
died.
Snatch. Yes. She's,
Her?
yeah, that one.
She was pretty back in the day.
She was all right.
Wasn't she in Looking for Mr. Goodbar, or was that Diane Keaton?
No, Diane
Diane
Keaton.
Keaton.
It's cool having a fucking Yenta conversation.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. That's a shitload of hair. Just
Yeah, it comes into the room before she does.
A grand entrance.
Around the corner, and her bushes enter the room.
They're doing a story on the news, off topic, about contagious cavities. What is that?
It's not off topic. We're talking about vaginas. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
How can a cavity be contagious?
Super cavities.
That's
yeah.
the headline,
Oh, my
too.
God.
Contagious cavities.
my God, man.
Any idea?
I don't know. Isn't it some kind of bacteria?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. All
I don't
right.
know.
Hey, what can you tell us about the rumor about The Office?
Not true.
Just not true. He
Well-
goes with the not true. Why don't you keep the rumor going?
I know I should. Well, you know what?
Oh, right, yeah.
I got my own TV show, and I love that show, The Office. I think it's awesome, and I was thrilled that my name was even thrown into the mix. But there was never anything formal, you know.
You would be good on The Office.
The show is pretty awesome. Those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah. They're saying he might replace Steve Carell. That means he's probably going to do it now.
Who?
Because we never
Ricky?
get the him.
Oh, Danny, yeah. No,
We never get
I
the
heard
right
Danny,
info.
too. But then I heard Ricky might, and Ricky to me seems like a logical choice to go
pretty
back
awesome
into
with
it because he
Oh, my
started
God.
it. And it's
But I don't think that's his style.
He's going
I
to
don't
do it.
think
he's
he,
exec producer, though. There's a lot of money at stake for him.
And he's also going to do another episode or two, right?
He might.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and Will Ferrell is he's
Will?
filled in for a little bit here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Has he?
yeah, that should be pretty funny. Yeah, he's helping to make the transition. I think.
I might have to start watching again.
Yeah.
Now that
Smart the
they-
way they're
yeah.
doing it.
Now that they got all these storylines happening.
Maybe Carell won't leave now. There's nothing worse than when you're going to leave something. Like you're going to leave a chick and you see the new guy she's dating. And you're like,
I
fuck.
went back in.
Yeah. I thought she would kill herself, but she's doing good.
I think Gaddafi might be it. They're going to bring him in. Yeah.
Yeah, where you at with Eastbound and Down?
We just started writing the next season about a month ago, so we're in the mix of that now. We're going to shoot it this summer.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting back into that again. We have a good time on that show.
Yeah, we're
You guys
all,
want to incorporate a character, like a guy who's kind of fucking, he blinks a lot, had his left eye and kind of a weak chin, pale, contributes very little to a radio show. If you need a character like that.
I like where this is going.
Who is,
I'm seeing a lot of
who
options
is there
here.
one available?
who is there? Yeah, you'd be good on Eastbound and Down.
No, it's-
that show is just the best.
My manager did something so awkward like that the other day. I shot, I did an episode of Chelsea Lately, and I'm with my manager, and fucking managers are just, you know, they're just awful. And we're backstage with the exec producer, and we're just chatting about the topics. And he goes, yeah, Chelsea After Lately's doing very well, too, the show she does after. And my manager goes, yeah, we should get Jim on that. And I'm like, and the guy goes, yeah, everybody wants to get on it. Oh. He said, but that's what he should have said. And I said to my manager, I'm like, in front, like, maybe you don't want to ask in front of me. It's humiliating for everybody.
That's like your mom trying to hook you up with a date with someone right in front of you.
Right. No, I don't think so. I'm busy.
I had to scold him.
Yeah, because then he comes back to you and comes up with something that's a little better than that to let you down easier, right?
Yeah, but I was right there when he said it. And I told my manager's like, I'm sorry, Jim, sorry. I'm like, just please, not in front of me. Don't put them in that position. It's fucking horrible.
You should have led with this picture of you and Ozzy. That would have got you on the show.
Yeah.
I know. I have it on my Twitter thing. There's a great photo of Ozzy and myself, as there should be.
Yeah.
I love Ozzy.
You have plenty of them.
Wait, this is the new... We got the new trailer.
I've been watching.
Oh.
Boom.
Wait, this is the new trailer that's has more stuff in it. Can we watch it from the beginning?
You could if you want to watch a 3.5-minute trailer.
Yeah, fuck, why not?
Are you uncomfortable watching yourself or no? Or are you used to it by this
This
point?
is just like at home. I just sit here and watch this over and
Yeah,
over.
over and over again. I like how the rated R was like on a big red screen.
Yeah.
There live two brothers. One brave and bold.
Franco.
There you
The
go.
other,
And that would
not
be you.
so much.
Courtney, will you make funny faces to entertain me? No, never triangle face. I hate triangle face. It scares me. Prepare to meet your doom.
I'm here to steal a beautiful virgin that looks just like
her. And just how do you plan on doing that? Magic. Motherfucker.
You must journey with your brother to rescue his bride, or you can face banishment from the kingdom.
Shit.
Let the quest begin.
Brother, I don't think you'll need that armor. You may quest the way you like. I will quest the way I like. Here I come.
That's literally my least favorite part of the whole movie.
That's kind of funny.
I will probably die on this quest. Courtney definitely will.
If we work together, we can destroy Lazar once and for all.
So hard. Just say we are too late. And Lazar was able to get her cookies. Would you still want her? I don't want to think about that. Yes, I know, but what if he butt-fucked her? Would you still like her? Shut up.
Oh, damn, yeah.
There we
This
go.
scene.
Get the fuck out of
She's
here.
looking at us. Remain perfectly still.
God damn.
The look of the film is real good.
It looks legit.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does. That guy looks like a young Pee Wee Herman.
How are you
Anyone
going
else
to make
seen
me
that?
love you?
Yes.
But
Your vagina is anything like my hand, there will be no problem.
We will ensure that you run into no danger. With our huge muscles, we shall protect you.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Will it go as planned? What the fuck?
CGI.
You've got to suck out the venom. I don't want to suck it. You suck it. I can't suck my own venom. Yes, you can. I'll help you. Courtney, suck the venom.
I've never sucked
Suck it.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Whenever you maidens are ready.
Ready.
Boom. Non-stop action.
God damn.
All right, I gotta see this movie.
This is epic, motherfucker.
It really looks epic.
Also epic music, too. That looks great, man.
Yeah, we gave up on our radio show, so it has to be good.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck it.
Visually, it's like, holy shit.
Alone. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Thaddeus?
Yes?
I've not been able to stop thinking of you.
What a coincidence. I was just about to finish thinking of you.
He's going to jerk
Jerk
off.
off jokes.
Jerk off jokes.
these herbs and share a vision with me. Thaddeus, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
You making a fool of yourself. Handle your shit, Fabius, please.
Someone let us do that.
What a smart idea to put
That's
an
funny.
uncensored trailer online like that. Like,
Yeah.
That's the beauty of what you could do these days.
It's fucking
man.
so nice to hear just brutal language
Yeah.
and comedy. It's like,
Yeah.
And you know a shitload of people are going to see it now, too.
yeah.
With
That-
these alternate places where you could promote shit.
It's like they said butt fuck instead of what comedies normally do now, which is like, would you let him put his winky in your unit? It's like, get the fuck out of here with the cute stuff.
know.
That's
Just
that's what I
say
like.
it. Just say it, right?
Well, buttfuck is a period. That's a period from the time.
It's part of the jargon of
That's what they used to
the
say in the
era.
old days.
No, but it's nice
Yeah.
though, man. You know what made me laugh hard was Observe and Report. I talked about that movie. It didn't do as well at the box office, but that fucking Ray Liotta, I hate your fucking guts, screaming. It was great. That brutal fucking language, man. Comedy does not have that.
I love that movie. Jody Hill, who created Eastbound with me, he directed that film.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I love
Very
that movie.
underrated
So
movie.
good.
Absolutely, I loved it too. Me and Jimmy. Anna Faris is just
And I love
hilarious.
this. I love like slapstick violence.
Yeah.
Like that when he fucking wails him with the skateboard in the face. It's like classic shit. I love that, man. You obviously a lot of sword play and stuff. Did you have to work with like a swordsman and figure out all that shit? Because I watched all the behind the scenes thing for the Lord of the Rings movies. Total geek. And
Or pederast.
yeah, well, whatever. you decide. And like they really had to work fucking ridiculous hard for.
Yeah, I wrote this movie, and so anything that seemed like it was going to be difficult, I just made Franco do it. I would just change it.
Oh,
in
okay.
the
You
wrote
script,
this?
but- Yeah, I wrote
Oh, I
this.
didn't know that.
That's great.
Yeah, me and Ben Best, who is one of the other creators of Eastbound, he plays Clegg in Eastbound down the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we wrote that, and David Green directs a bunch of episodes of Eastbound, and yeah, we keep it all in the
Keep
family.
it in the family,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck. So you didn't want to
No, I'm a pretty lazy
wield
son of a
the
bitch.
hero
Yeah.
sword.
Well, and I'm supposed to be like terrible at sword fighting, so I went to like 1 or 2 days of training, and David, the director, was like, "Listen, I want you to be terrible. Don't let these guys teach you anything. Stop going to those things." But Franco honestly could do all this shit in his sleep. Like he did 6 months of training for this Tristan and Isolde, I guess back in the day, where he did all the sword fighting and horseback riding, and so he can literally like jump off of horses when they're moving and like fight people with swords. The dude really, there's nothing he can't do.
That's handy to have in this day and age.
Yeah, you can walk into a club with a sword, and if he wants to step up, you broadsword him to the face.
It's uncomfortable being around like a real leading man. Like that would James Franco's a handsome, talented dude. That would just make me really uncomfortable.
smitten.
Yeah, well, he plays my brother in this, and I always get that I look just like James Franco, so it only made sense to cast.
No,
him
you
in the
don't.
film. No, trust me, I do,
Literal
okay?
Jim.
Literal guy that ruins the joke. Bullshit.
Let me stay out of Coke Logic, a regular from Chicago. He's got a good question. Coke Logic, Danny McBride in studio.
Danny fucking Powers. No, I won't do that to you.
You can. It's all right.
Hey, I love the music on Eastbound and Down. I've been a fan of Jody Hill and yours since Foot Fist Wave, and I just want to know, like, how much of a decision do you guys have inputting for the music in the show?
Are you panicking, Coke Logic? Hold on, let's enjoy the panic in his voice before you answer the question.
Jimmy's roaring over
This is
here.
what we do on our show. We slow it down a little
It
bit.
just made me
What
laugh.
got you?
Just how much decision
How much did you have input in the music?
Well, Coke Logic. You know what? Jody and I, HBO is pretty awesome. We control everything with that show. So any song that goes in there usually comes from mine or Jody's iTunes library. We control everything that goes on with the show.
How many episodes you do a year?
The first season was 6, the last season was 7, and this season will be maybe 7 or 8. I'm
That's
not
cool.
sure. Yeah.
Anything else, Nervous Nelly?
Yeah.
I just saw Due Date, and I loved your character in there where he spit on the glass. And
Oh, yeah. The vet. Yes. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you.
yeah, big fan. Talk to you, bye.
That's a great drunk mess. This Coke Logic, he's like a really good with design and stuff. He's graphic designer type stuff, and he did my new CD. I'm not plugging Despicable.
Yes,
it's
of course
irrelevant.
not. Why would you?
But he did all the artwork for it. I got a drunk message from him. He's a fucking complete
Wow, really?
nervous alky.
You know Coke Logic?
Oh, I do.
Oh, we know
We
him.
all know him. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He's a very he does a lot of
animated.
animation.
He's
great.
animated a lot of our
He looks like
radio
John
shows.
Papa.
Oh, okay.
I
He's a
call him
very
a-
good-looking dude.
Yes.
I call him a graphic artist. What an asshole I am. He's an animator. And I'm like, yeah, he designs.
Makes cartoons.
Fool I am. Sorry.
He's done some great animation for our show, though.
Yeah.
So,
I wanted to know
There he is.
how much input.
okay.
Little John Papa-ish, right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just throw a harmonica in there.
And he's all.
Let that hat.
He's a big
Is Eastbound
little
and Down's
John
an hour, right?
Hat.
30 minutes.
Oh, it is 30 minutes.
It's
Okay.
quick.
We keep it tight.
Yeah, it's quick.
Are you good with collaboration? I'm bad with writing stuff with people. Like I get very possessive of what I write. Like if it's I've never been good at this stuff.
Oh, so you're difficult. You're saying.
No, but it's hard to see what you've written just bastardized by less talented people.
You know, I collaborate with these guys I've known forever. We never have ever gotten into any arguments about creative shit. I mean, we'll write stuff, but we always improv and everything. So it's kind of, if you want to get into the deal, you just got to know that shit's going to be thrown out and the best joke's going to win. And, you know, we just try to fill enough jokes in there that you don't have to hold on to one too dearly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Jimmy. More jokes.
Yeah, more jokes.
More jokes.
No, I'm not nothing now. I've always been bad at that. I'm always amazed by guys who can collaborate with other people and do a good job.
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
I'd always be mad at the editor. I'd always be like, no! Why are you taking that out? We filmed it. What are you doing?
Oh, the safety?
They always seem to...
You're talking about the safety?
It's like everything. Just like
whenever
the
you film
editor,
something and you know you did something that's a little edgy, and they go, that was really good, but let's do one for safety.
One more for safety.
And they always use the safety, which is the...
You don't do it. That's why. You say
I know.
no.
Well, now we learned over the years.
I'm not doing that for safety.
Could you say poo-poo instead of shit?
Yeah,
just for safety, just in case we need it. And you know they're going with poo-poo.
Did you have any stuff you wanted to write that you wrote that you didn't do in this? Because it seems like you got away with a lot, but was there anything you wanted to do that couldn't?
No, everything, we pushed it as far as we could. And weirdly enough, we've been able to keep, pushing things. On Eastbound, for instance, HBO never gives us notes on content that shit's too far. They always,
that's great.
Yeah, they always encourage us to go further. They pulled back on one joke. There was one joke that they nixed this season. I think last season when Kenny was in Mexico, he tells the Mexican baseball team that Mexico makes the Holocaust look like Club fucking Med, and they didn't like that. That was the only joke they gave a note on.
They just said no
way.
Holocaust
jokes.
Hit a sore spot.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a rough one.
So they pick one. They'll pick one to kind of gang up on, and then we'll let them have that, and then put the rest.
You ever float one out there knowing I don't even give a fuck about that joke? Let them focus on this.
Yes, we do that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah, and then you get away with the other things because that one looked really bad.
You throw a Holocaust joke in just to make the ass fuck joke.
Yeah.
Yes, like, all right, we'll take out the Holocaust one. You're right. The ass fuck. Piece of
You
cake.
wanted the ass fuck the whole time.
Yeah, that's actually smart. You got to pick your battles. It's kind of hard to argue for the Holocaust.
Yeah, there is no winning argument for that. You can't say that it's funny. You're like, yeah, well, you're right. That is important. And then you just blame it on your collaborator. It wasn't even my joke. It was Joe's.
Yeah, I told him, but he said, look, let's just try it. I'm like, all right.
So I'm fine with it.
I'm
trashing
totally fine. Yeah.
Let me say hi to Andy on Long Island. We got Danny McBride in the studio. Andy, what's up?
Morning, boys.
Morning.
You know what? I'll bring it back a little bit. You just were talking about before in Black Swan. They said like Natalie Portman didn't do all the dancing. I just read online that in that trailer you guys just watched, I already watched it too, but they show Natalie Portman's ass in that. I read online that she actually used a body double.
No.
Really? That looked like her ass.
Yeah, you can see in the shot that it's her taking her clothes off. She looks over her shoulders. The only thing they use the body double for is there's a shot where she dives into the water. So the person who enters the water is a body double.
But her standing there, it's her.
But her standing there.
Why, she didn't want to get wet that day?
Oh, she's diving into a shallow pond. Things can happen.
Insurance.
Have her in a wheelchair.
So she had a stunt double for the dive, but the ass, that's her.
That's her.
Oh, okay. All right.
I wonder with insurance, too, but like I was watching the trailer for Mission Impossible 4, or not the trailer, but when Tom Cruise is on top of the Burj Tower. He's like 17 or 1,500 feet in the air. I'm like, what was the fucking insurance to hang Tom Cruise?
$10.
That's
all it costs.
See, I would have thought it was more.
We're talking about Your Highness because a lot of people say, what fucking movie?
Oh, yeah, Danny McBride's new movie.
On.
It's a week from Friday, right?
Yes. April 8th, Your Highness. Yes.
Where's the premiere?
We did this thing where they there was a contest. I sound like Coke Logic.
Yeah, what the?
There was a contest to host the premiere at a college, so all the universities had a vote on where the premiere was going to be.
That's pretty cool.
Take that shit to the streets,
Yeah.
And University of Santa Barbara, they won, which is nice because I can drive there.
Oh, that's a very good idea, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's.
That's why they won, so you could drive there. Yeah, what a coincidence.
So many people want to talk to you. Rob in Garden City, what's up?
Hey there, Rob.
Hey, what's up, guys? Danny, big fan. The guy that plays Stevie on Eastbound and Down.
Yes.
How did you find this guy, man? He's like the perfect douchebag personified. The types of things that he does, and how is he offset? That character that he plays.
Steve Little is the actor that plays him. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever met before. I mean, Yeah, he just has this crazy vibe to him that is kind of hard to emulate. I'm going to sell him out here for a second. When we were down in Puerto Rico shooting this, like he appreciates his newfound fame, and he's constantly trying to use it to hook up with ladies, and he was having a little trouble with that. And McConaughey is in a scene of last season, and so he came down to Puerto Rico to party with us, and Steve Little had a little bit of time alone with McConaughey and was asking him, like, picking his brain, like, how do you do it? How can you seal the deal? How can you use this fame to get women? And McConaughey told him that an old trick that could work is if you manage to get him back to the hotel room, in the middle of talking, just say that you're going to go take a shower. And don't invite them, just say you're going to take a shower. Go commit to the shower, and usually they'll just follow. Oh. So Steve Little came down to Wilmington, North Carolina when we were filming. He managed to get 2 girls back to his hotel room, and they were talking for about an hour and a half, and finally he decided he was going to use the McConaughey line and said, "Ladies, I'm going to go get a shower." Went into the shower, turned it on, was in there for 5 minutes, and then just heard the door to his hotel close. I'm beginning to think that maybe it was, you got to probably be Matthew McConaughey for that.
Yeah, he could probably pull that one off.
Please tell me they robbed him, too.
They robbed him. They stole his kidneys.
Yeah, we were all hoping they threw a toaster and plugged in.
Right. Let's go to Matt in Ohio. If you want to talk to Danny McBride, go for it. Matt, what do you got?
Danny, hey, my favorite line in Eastbound and Down was when you were talking to that blonde slut, and you were giving her all kinds of compliments, and you were like, "But your wardrobe is a dickhead."
Oh, she wears clothes like a fucking dickhead. Yes.
That's so awesome.
A dickhead.
You don't really see too many guys calling girls dickheads.
No, it's a great word.
Yeah.
Dickhead's a fucking great word, man.
It is.
You don't say it enough.
No.
I'll start using it every day. Find a reason.
No room for interpretation with that. The boss is a dickhead.
Yeah.
Case closed.
No way around that.
Nah, there's no way to say you didn't let me finish.
Right.
We all got it.
Shit.
Well, this movie looks like it's going to be great. Your Highness.
You
Absolutely.
What's the how much acting training did you take before? Because you're very comic acting is fucking hard, man. It's not easy to do.
I did none.
Oh, really?
I
love hearing that. I really do.
I went to film school to go be a writer and director, and that's where I met guys like Jody Hill, who directed Observe, and David Green, who directed this. We all lived in the same dorm my freshman year of college, and so we would just put each other in our films because we didn't know any actors, and then that was really kind of what happened. Then
did film school help you think? Like, as far as, what did it teach you that was really valuable, or was it a lot of shit, too?
No, honestly, it definitely helped. I mean, I went to an art school, so I didn't have to take a bunch of, like, astrology and that kind of shit.
Right.
I just took only film classes for 4 years, but no, it definitely helps. I mean, you get to just make movies for 4 years and figure it out, and all the people I work with are guys that I went to film school with, so it was a lot about the people I met there.
Why would I go to a regular college? I learned nothing from my dorm mates.
Yeah, right?
They're all a bunch of bums. And you hear who he was hanging out with in college?
Kevin Spitz said the same thing, though. It's the people you meet. Like, that was what his most valuable thing was.
Well, he went to college for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he
and then
dropped
said,
out.
Fuck it.
Jersey fucking...
I learned how to smoke hash under a glass. What else?
Those are valuable lessons.
Sure. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Why not?
Mr. Successful Hollywood guy, really?
There's a lot of people that go to film school that don't do much, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's true. I know.
That's the hard part. It's easy to look at the success story.
Let's go to Brendan in Ohio.
Brendan.
Hey, morning.
Hi, Brendan.
Hey, Danny, I love everything you do, man. You're great. I was just wondering if working with George Clooney is as good as everybody says it is, or if he's kind of a douchebag.
No, he was totally cool. You know, that movie Up in the Air that I did with him, I never had met him before. I did, and I literally walked onto the set.
I
forgot you were in that.
I love that fucking movie.
Oscar-nominated movie.
Huh?
I forgot all about that. We haven't talked to you since then.
No,
that was a great. How was that experience?
It was nuts. I mean, like with guys like Clooney, like I'd never met him before. I just see him on TV, and you walk onto the set, and they're like, "All right, we're ready for your scene with Mr. Clooney," and you just have to sit down, and it's kind of hard to get into the deal, but you have to act confident. Like, yeah, I'm used to doing scenes with Clooney. This isn't a big deal. Just kind of roll with it.
Are you almost like I've been in situations where I'm almost so nervous and like the consequences are. I'm so overwhelmed that you click in and do okay. It's almost like it's so big that you're fine with it.
Yeah, like that scene is where the first scene I did with him was where he's like talking me into getting married. Like I walked out of my marriage, and so there's a lot of nervous ticks in that scene, and that was just real. That was just me really being nervous.
Just being nervous, acting in front of Clooney. Wow,
did you blow any takes?
I didn't. I hope I didn't. I don't think I did. Yeah. I'm hard to crack in scenes. I don't laugh. I don't fuck around.
Oh, really?
I'm a machine.
Really? I mean, like miss a line, you never forget a line?
No, that's amateur shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about Up in the Air. Jeez. It's a great movie.
I've forgotten lines.
Huh? You've forgotten lines, Jimmy? In front of who, though?
Whoever was looking. I mean, not that I've done very big projects.
If it's in front of us, who
The
cares?
rest of the people in community theater. No, I just it's
In front of who, though? Anyone big that we know?
No, Louis C.K.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy's downplaying it.
Well, that's the beauty of improv too. Is like if you forget a line, just throw in something else, and then it just looks like you just made a choice, as opposed to that you fucked up. Yeah.
And what do you do with your hands?
Just do this. You do like robot
You
hands.
do the robot hands?
Yeah, just do this over and over.
Hey.
I never know what to do. That's the big thing with me and every actor I talk to is when I act, I never know what to do with my hands. So I found pop locking helps.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
it looks real natural. It's good.
Yeah.
This is a good question. Any chance of a second Pineapple Express?
You know, everybody involved with that movie has talked about it. We had a awesome time working on that movie, and so I think it's a matter of just kind of figuring out what to write in for it. But I know that everyone involved would be down for getting on board again.
Just think Caddyshack 2, though.
Yeah, that's what you got to look out for. Yeah.
Comedies
That's
are
a bad
scary
one.
to do a second one, right? There's been a few.
What have been good comedy sequels, though?
There's been a few that have done all right, I guess.
The Vacations did okay, more than one of them. I mean,
and then there was the
Fridays.
Empire Strikes Back was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. that was good.
Really funny.
Yeah, Austin Powers, Iraq mentioned, I guess.
Yeah, that worked.
It's tough though because
It
you
is
know
tough.
you see what the jokes that people laugh at in the first one. You just try to do the same
God,
thing
that's the
again, and it
worst.
doesn't work. And it's just like reloading, a joke. It's
How do people think that works?
Because it works in drama. Like a lot of times, the same dramatic moments. It's like the same dramatic point can be made twice in
comedy
a
is
moment,
like,
but
oh,
you can't make the
God.
same joke twice. That sounds ridiculous.
You can't capture that funny moment like that again.
Yeah.
You see what's coming.
remember when we were talking about porn in the woods?
Yes. God. Where did we go?
You try to relay the story to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, you're a dick," and so are they.
Oh, Blues Brothers 2000. Thank you.
Oh,
Kevin,
yeah.
That was good.
Great.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, boy. No way.
What's your favorite comedy on TV besides your own show? What's your favorite
God, that's a tough one.
of all time? Let's say.
Of all time, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up on stuff like Cheers. I thought that was hilarious, and I don't know. I guess recently I just started watching the show Portlandia. Have you ever seen that on IFC?
I was about
Armisen.
Portland.
Yeah.
No, I did 5 shows there for a total of 11 people. So I have no love for Portland.
It
Who
kind
did I
of pokes
not
fun
draw?
at Portland. It's a really funny show. And Louis is hilarious. I love that Louis
Yep.
C.K. show. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's well done. What about your favorite comedy movie of all time? Or like a short list?
My short list, I mean, a lot of them, it's everything from like Pootie Tang to the original Bad News Bears. Yeah.
I didn't like the fact
Blues
there was
Brothers.
drinking in that, though. The first one, the math house drinking.
with the
I
children.
like the new one. They took
It was
that
a
out.
bad message.
It really was.
That first one is such a fucking amazing movie. At the end of the movie, it just ends with the kids telling their team to shove the trophy up their ass and drinking beer.
And drinking.
It's literally the best thing that's ever been caught on film.
Yeah.
And that was like a movie you'd take the kids to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And they're cursing and fucking shit.
Popping beers.
And that was like a, PG.
All right.
Vic Morrow was great before he decided to fucking play fucking hopscotch under the ceiling fan a couple of years later.
I don't know if he decided that, Jimmy.
Ow.
All right, we should get Danny out of here. He's got a lot of press today, sir.
I got a fair bit. I'm doing a little tour around Sirius XM station today.
Also, now we get to awkwardly see in the halls
Yeah,
after we
so
say
we'll say
goodbye
goodbye
to you.
here, and then we'll keep running into each
We'll
other.
do that
off.
clinch your mouth up and nod.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Good time on the show, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Well, this movie...
I don't. I stop and shake hands every time.
That's awkward.
I'm completely uncomfortable.
That's awkward.
This movie's going to do great.
Yeah, it looks
is.
really funny, man.
It's called Your Highness in theaters next Friday.
Go see it.
Yes.
And then you come back to promote something else, I'm sure.
Yes, I would
But
love
let's
to.
focus on this. Your Highness with Danny McBride. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
We'll continue
after
in a
it.
bit. Yes.